This video is brought to you by NordVPN. What's up guys, salut, this is Alex and welcome back to the fried rice series, where over the past few weeks I've been trying really hard to make perfect chow fan at the restaurant level. No, hold on a second. At the Cantonese restaurant level. Hold on a second. At the Michelin star Cantonese restaurant level. In this journey, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Remember the very first episode, my fried rice skills were shocking. Okay? And it went all the way to the previous episode where I simply got knighted by a Cantonese master chef.
7 points.
7. I would not have believed that. Still, there is still something on my mind that I haven't been able to address. Can you make perfect fried rice at home without a wok? Without a wok stove, without studying the theory from Eastern chefs, without practicing the technique for years alone in your studio? Is it possible to make perfect fried rice at home using almost nothing? Well, there's only one way to find out. So, this is a Cantonese wok, very similar to the one I use in the series. Now, we are not gonna use that. I promise, I gave my word. So instead, we're gonna go for something super average. A skillet or a simple frying pan. So with the home cooking vibe in mind, I'm all for the ease of use of the non-stick classic frying pan. The only thing that troubles me, it's usually not suited for high heat. The coating basically peels off and you end up eating that stuff. Teflon for breakfast? Why is that a problem? Well, simply put, fried rice needs heat. If you want vaporous, mysterious wok heat, you want heat. So instead I'm gonna go for the good old skillet, made out of cast iron, which is great for heat capacity, which is not great for heat responsiveness. Also, one of the reasons why I love this one is that that's where I cooked my horrendous fried rice at the beginning of this very series. So it would be a great revenge for me to use that one and wrap up something nice instead. It's a full circle. Right, so now let's talk about which utensil you should be using with that pan. So in the series I've been using a ladle, much bigger than this one, and also a wok spatula, which I have none right here. But I guess I could be using a metal spatula or even like a wooden spatula. But I've got something simpler yet something more effective in mind. This is not a drawer that I use very often. But in there, I've got a set of spatula, and I'm thinking something as simple as this could do wonders when it comes to flipping things gently in that pan right there. First of all, the dimensions are perfectly suited for the size of that pan. Second, the fact that it's made out of silicone means that it's gonna resist the heat better than plastic. And last, the fact that it's thin and flexible means that you can get it underneath the food in order to flip it, and that's gonna be very handy later down this recipe. I mean, these tools are not fancy in any way, but trust me, they will be the perfect combo when it comes to making fried rice at home. And for the stove, I'm not going to use any DIY super over-the-top gas stove. I would never do that, to be honest. I'm just going to use this portable electric stove. Yes, it's induction. No, it's not super powerful. I would qualify this as average. I know it has to be average for the purpose of this video, but I wonder if it has to be dirty as well. So that's the stove we're going to use. Let's talk about rice now. So when it comes to rice, I'm basically going to be using jasmine rice. I mean, more than stir frying, more than the theory, more than the toppings, more than the technique. The way you prepare rice is the biggest secret when it comes to fried rice. So since I did an entire episode number 7, just about rice and how crucial its preparation is for fried rice, I'm gonna let someone else do the talking right now. So Steph, Chris from the YouTube channel Chinese Cooking Demystified, take it away.
Hey Alex, in our experience, steaming the rice seems to be produce the best rice for fried rice. So rice is traditionally steamed in this kind of big buckets, and we've used bamboo steamer on our channel before. But we know that not many people would own a bamboo steamer. So here's what you can do. Here we have a 20 centimeter wide strainer and we'll be using a 22 centimeter wide pot. Now get 230 grams of jasmine rice, give it a good rinse, and then get a pot of water to a boil. Now parboil your rice for 3 minutes and then strain. Now poke some holes in your rice and cover the strainer with some aluminum foil. Get some more water to a boil and place the strainer inside the pot. Cover and steam for 10 minutes on high, then shut off the heat and wait 5 more minutes. Spread that evenly on the plate and now you'll have some perfect rice that's completely ready to fry. I hope that's a help. Back to you, Alex.
What are you doing? Well, I'm doing the setup. So I'm using 2 spring onions and the 2 green part of these, but only 1 part of the white. 2 greens, 1 white. If you really want to cook the rice right, you gotta work with small batches. Like for example, using that amount of rice for such a small pan would be stupid. 540 grams of cooked rice, I'm gonna divide it in half. 270 grams of rice, which I think is a good portion for one person. I don't see this as a side dish. For me, fried rice is always the main dish. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now a quick ad from our sponsor, NordVPN. I use NordVPN to access streaming libraries in other countries or to protect my work while connecting on public Wi-Fi services or exchanging files with my teammates. Super easy to use. It even has both Android and iOS apps to secure your mobile browsing experience. It allows you to stay safe while browsing the internet. With NordVPN, all your internet data stays behind a wall of next-generation encryption. It protects your data with a strict no-log policy. They don't track, collect, or share your private data. It's none of their business. And VPN servers are located everywhere. You can choose from 5,400 plus servers in 59 countries and enjoy the internet with no limits or borders. This gives you instant secure access to hundreds of streaming websites worldwide. For example, I'm a big fan of the TV show No Reservation by Anthony Bourdain, and I've been able to watch this on Netflix thanks to NordVPN, because here it's not available. Right now, get a big discount on a 2-year plan at nordvpn.com/FrenchGuy. You'll get an extra month for free, and it's risk-free with NordVPN 30-day money-back guarantee. With NordVPN, you can take control of your internet experience today. Thank you, Nord, for sponsoring this video. So while the pan is heating up nicely, I just want to have a word with you on how I'm going to stir-fry or not stir-fry that rice. During the series, I was using a powerful gas stove, plus I was using a carbon steel wok. It has a great response to changes in temperature. In this case, I'm using an average stove, which doesn't have infinite BTU. I'd love a stove with infinite BTU. The sun is basically infinite BTU. Well, never mind. And the skillet that I'm using, even though it can go to pretty high heat, it's not as responsive as my carbon wok, which I thought of a way to counter that. We're gonna start medium, we're gonna add the eggs, we're gonna start frying the rice as well. Towards the end of it, we're gonna go full whack on the skillet. Medium, 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 and then PAM! So even though I'm not using my precious stir-frying technique, the concept behind it is simply the same. I'm trying to toast the rice, to wake it up, and I'm doing so by not lifting the skillet. This is very important in order to build up the heat. I'm just pressing down, spreading, and then flipping the rice. Okay? The rice is almost ready. I'm gonna add the seasoning, the white part of the green onions, and then I'm gonna ramp up the heat. The rice is starting to dance in the wok. A drop of soy sauce, not much more than this. and we are good. Look how light and fluffy that is. I can smell a little richness, probably from the oil. I can sense a toasty aroma of rice, which is good. Texture really is on point. The steaming thing, that's a game changer. All the grains are nice and separated. It's nice to have that chew when you bite into rice. It's not like a big pile of mush, like the takeaways I've been getting. Eggs. Nice, not center stage. Scallions. They're just bringing that fresh, grassy feel to it, but it's not overpowering either. I especially like the color contrast of that dish. There's nothing worse, in my eyes at least, than when you can't see any difference no more, because everything is just drenched in soy sauce. I eat with my eyes first. Obviously there are a few things that remain subjective, like the seasoning or how you want the eggs to be, but the rice texture and the charred, almost smoky vibe, this is mandatory, I feel. Feel free to add shrimp or crab or ham, but if you really want to experience what fried rice should be, don't overload it. If you never had real fried rice, this is gonna set the standard, I promise. Basically, fried rice is like pizza. Just because you add more toppings doesn't mean it's gonna taste better. The dough game, the rice game.
The game is the game.
All good things must come to an end, and the series must come to an end at some point. Yes, I'm a bit sad to let this series go, because it's like letting go a kid. It's a grown-up now. It's gonna move out of the house, it's gonna get a flat, and probably a partner, which I hate already. Honestly, I don't want that bowl to end. I'm just hoping that you guys are gonna take this recipe and make it yours. Yours. This is crazy. Oh my, amazing news.
I gotta have more cowbell.
I wish it was an endless bowl. But if that thing were never to end, we would never be able to explore another field in the food world, which I'm already excited for. You see, that was very quick. I was sad and excited in a matter of 30 seconds. Maybe something with a little more sun in it. So it's definitely not gonna be fish and chips in the UK. That's one thing for sure. So if you guys want to replicate that recipe, I'm gonna leave it in the description, fully detailed, so that you can give it a try. So I guess this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you enjoyed the series. I want to thank you all for supporting my adventures. I want to thank you all for watching these sometimes a little convoluted but always passionate series. So, you take care. We see us in the next series. Bye bye. Salut. Fried rice is the best of all. Fried rice is the best. Fried rice is the best. See us in the next one.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute.